Yes. Some Morrowind sounds like a perfect idea right now. So, what am I doing? Of course, when I like fielding. Take part in a hunt. Oh yeah, the restag. Yeah, so we'll do that in a little bit. There's a little bit of business I want to take care of right now before I do that. As you can see, my destruction skill is still pretty low compared to my other ones. Well, except for armor, that's also suffering. Security as well, but that doesn't need a whole lot of help. But I want to have a higher destruction skill. Because I've been getting swarmed by Reeklings and boars a lot. And if I had some good area effect destruction spells, then that'd be less of a problem. Why'd I do that? I could have just cast CV intervention. Well, you know what? We'll travel from Cool. Let's see, I need to get to Piernet's farmhouse, and that's in the Ascadian Isles region, because that's where the Master of Destruction is. So I'm sorry about being so sluggish on the uploads. I've kind of been spending an unhealthy amount of time working on Daggerfall Unity.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
This is good. I get to rest my brain a little bit. If you care about what I'm working on right now, it's the little biography thing when you're making your character. All is silence. The road is straight, without turning, in darkness. Now, let there be an end to all things. So if you've played Daggerfall before, you might know what I'm talking about. It's that, you know, you answer the 12 questions, and then it, you know, gives you some advantages. So I've gotten pretty far in it.
All right, I'm listening.
The thing that's left right now is to make it so you can generate your little history. That's a feature that probably not many people care a whole lot about. But I want to do that before I you know, actually release it into the application. Well, I don't do releases, I request for it to be added, but...
I must say I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead.
Because I don't run it, I'm just one of the contributors. Anyway, I'm getting really deep into the Daggerfall Unity talk. You're here to watch Morrowind, sorry. Well, my willpower is finally maxed out. I wish more NPCs were like her. She just stands completely still, so you always know where to find her. Well, I'm gonna have to level up again. I can't be going around with 69 luck. All the NPCs will be snickering at me immaturely. 666! It costs 666 gold to train it. Seems appropriate, since it's destruction. Okay, there we go. Now we can move on. Oh, but I need to make a... I probably should make a new spell. Let's make a new spell. So this is going to be a crowd control spell for Reeklings and boars, and I think neither of those are resistant to fire, so let's see. Fire blast. Me being uncreative as usual. I could use better conjuration as well. That'll have to wait. Because I'm actually a little bit poor now. since I spent all that money. So this needs to have a little bit of area. 5 feet. Magnitude 20. 25, how about that? Oh, that's a little excessive, okay. 5 seconds. Let's see, how much does this improve it? Not enough to matter. Okay, so that's gonna be a big Magicka sink, but it will do a ton of damage. See, this doesn't help a whole lot, this adding a range to your magnitude. Well, okay, so it cuts it almost in half. So, but you have to turn it all the way down for it to do that. I'll just keep a consistent 30. Okay, so that'll help against Reeklings and boars, but it's not going to help against Reeklings that ride on boars, because legends say that when a Reekling rides on top of a boar, they gain special reflection powers. It's like Voltron. Apart they're weak, but together they have godlike powers. And wouldn't Voltron be lame if it were just like a Smurf and a pig that just kind of... And the Smurf would just jump on top of the pig. Well, it would look like that. So I can't use it on him. Okay, so I just need to kill these guys first. Man, they're strong. Alright, I'll risk it. I don't care. So fire, blast. And they reflected it completely. I don't think it damaged any of the other guys. Oh, this is bad. Thankfully I've got potions. The problem is there are too many riders. I'm gonna try it one more time. Alright, well all the regular Reeklings are dead. Oh, shut up already. Yeah, this is the cheesy way to beat them. I'm not afraid of cheese. I'm out of bolts though. God, that reflect is brutal. You gotta use a bound sword on these guys. Ah. Or just any sword that doesn't cast a spell. They can reflect right back at you. Give me back my bolts. Just one bolt? Really? I only get one bolt back. That's harsh. Where do I have to go? I have to go to the Restag Rolf Longtooth, one of the Skull Hunters, Western Shore. Western shore of Lake Fielding after nightfall. I believe this is after nightfall. Okay, yeah, that worked pretty well. Unfortunately, didn't kill the boar. Feels like just one of these boars are harder to kill than Dagoth, which is ridiculous if you think about it. Hey, do you mind if I squat in this house? Thanks. 12 a.m. Yeah, that's definitely after nightfall. That was a bit of an exaggeration when I said the boars are harder to kill than Dagoth. He took at least like 5 hits when I fought him.
Stay with Longtooth, Bloodskull. The Restag must be completed.
This is a little bit far from the shore, but okay.
Greetings, Bloodskull. Korst Windeye has told me much about you.
Greetings, Naenlorn. The thing I just told you. You are to perform the Restag with us, pleasing the Allmaker. In the Restag, we hunt the spirit bear that is conjured by the Totem of Claw. What was that accent? Totem of Claw and Fang. When it is slain, we will return the heart back to Windeye, who will ask for the blessings of the Allmaker. If the Restag fails, or does not succeed by daybreak, the Allmaker will be displeased. You will help ensure our success, friend. You will act as my second. You are to stay with me at all times during the Restag, and to follow my direct instructions exactly. You have proven your value to the skull, but now you must allow me to guide you through this night. Okay. So it's an escort mission, that's fun. Did you hear that? It came from near Satyr the Bold's path. Go to him, Naenlorn, and make sure he is well. Then return to me so we may complete the hunt. Groan. Where is his path? Shh, we must hunt the east. We must hunt carefully and quietly. There's no time to talk. Get back to Longtooth. That is where you are to be for the restart. Go, investigate the sound. Go to Satyr and return to me. So this is his corpse, I'm guessing. Some bad news. Satyr is dead. This is a bad omen. His creatures are dark spirits indeed, and they will try to disrupt the hunt. We will not allow this to happen. The loss of Satyr is great, but we must continue. Let us go. It's the werewolves that are hunting us. The hunters are the hunted. What was that? Blast. These creatures are everywhere. Quick, find Greri the Axewife. Do not allow the hunt to be disrupted. I will wait for your return. She is dead. Not big surprise. Axewife is dead. No, She was a good warrior and a good friend. We will not let this stop us though. We too will continue until the restag is complete. If you choose the werewolf path, then your quest is to kill all these guys. What are you laughing about? Oh, Jesus! We have defeated those creatures and honored our fallen comrades. Now though, we must find the spirit bear and return its heart to Windeye. You have proven yourself a valiant warrior. Now lead the way for the rest of the restag. It is up to us to complete the restag, my friend. We must not let our Skald brothers down. Like I know where to go. Okay, that's a white bear. I'm guessing that's a spirit bear.
This is too easy.
Oh, it's a tough bear. Whoops. The spirit bear is dead, and the restag is nearly complete. Remove the heart of the bear. It must be returned immediately. It's slowly turning into Arnold Schwarzenegger. Heart of the spirit bear must be returned to Windeye. You have the heart, this is good. Return now to the village and give the heart to Windeye. You have done well tonight, Naenlorn. Rolf Longtooth calls you a friend. I will remain here in these woods for a time. The Owlmaker has chosen you to finish this journey alone. Good luck to you. Yo. Yeah, yo. Oh, here he is.
You and I must speak.
You were to perform... I cannot read tonight. You were to assist in performing the restag. Have you been successful? You have the heart. You have done well, as the Skull have come to expect of you. Your efforts are not unappreciated. Allow me to teach you more of the Skull magic. The ritual I teach you now will allow you to summon a bear to your side to aid you in battle. You have earned this blood skull. Now I fear we must speak more of the ominous signs that have appeared on the island. There have been many, though I've been reluctant to speak of them. The coming of the werewolves, the fire on the lake, and now I've been told of the northern shores are the scene of a massacre. Many walkers are dead. The shores are littered with corpses, and the death of Horkers has not been explained. All these things are suggested in the Blood Moon prophecy. I have no desire to speak loudly of this ancient legend. Who knows when the ancestors learned of the coming of the Blood Moon? For now, let us watch and wait, and let the Owlmaker protect us. We must find out what has happened. Perhaps this is a sign of prophecy, perhaps not. I prefer to think that it is the work of mortals. I would have you travel to Castle Karstag and confirm my suspicions. It is a castle made of ice on the northwest part of Solstheim. There lives the frost giant Karstag. The Skull have lived in peace with the monster for many years, but we have heard nothing from the giant for some time. His slaughter could be the workings of the Reeklings who serve him. Go there and find out what you can. You will not be allowed in the main entrance, but we have recently discovered an entrance in the waters north of the castle. Good luck to you, Bloodskull. I need to get some more repair hammers before I go there. I'm completely out. Snedbreer. Find him in his house. Snedbreer. All he has is one apprentice armor hammer.
What can this smith do for you, armor?
Alright, well. Got an entire Imperial fort to the south, so I can just mark here. So we've got steel bolts, no silver bolts. I'm feeling a little bit too lazy to go back to Vardenfell, so steel bolts it is. I don't want 400 of them though. Just 100 should be enough. And wait, no repair hammers. Really?
I've got nothing more to say.
This island has a severe lack of repair hammers.
Yes? I've got nothing more to say.
How am I supposed to repair my stuff? I guess I'll buy those crappy hammers from the guy. And he doesn't replenish them. So that's all I'm getting. Alrighty then. Guess that's just what happens when you're out in the wilderness. In uncharted territory. You just don't have a lot of resources. Okay, here we are. Oh no, I gotta stay away from those guys. Did they see me? Please don't tell me they saw me. I can't hear the music over the wind, so I can't tell. I can't even activate that door, let alone open it. Okay, so they said you can get in from the north by going into the water. Aha, I see. I've entered the caverns of Karstag, a network of caves that run below the castle.
Oh, a high elf. Ugly thing, aren't you? Too tall. What business you got at Castle Karstag? And make it quick. No time to talk. Dead orcers? Rancid orca meat. You're asking the wrong guy. I know someone who might be able to help, though. But I've got my own problems. The master, Karstag that is, has taken off. Gone. Don't know why, don't know where. Didn't seem like he was coming back. So some of the boys and I figured we'd take over the place. Dulk has been running the show upstairs. Moron, Toady, Master's pet. Right, sneak attack, from below. Very clever. We even made a deal with the pack of Growl to act as a muscle. Didn't work out so well. See, these Growl aren't the most trustworthy. Turned out my guys. Ate them, actually. I'm the only one left. And I can't even get upstairs now. Right, and neither can you. See, no one can enter the castle without the mast. Karstad's blessing. Which I have. I figure, you help me get past the Growl, I'll let you get into the castle. Then you can ask the little doke anything you want. So, come on, let's move it.
It's like higher pitched and coked up dark elf voice. It's just the first thing that came to mind. I was kind of trying to imitate the way they sound in Dragonborn. It's not exactly how they sound, but if I talked like they did, then it would take a long time for me to read everything he said. Oh man. Don't tell me he's gonna be slow. Yep, he's getting stuck on the geometry. Well, he's not slow though, he's just kind of dumb. That running animation though. Get out of my way. Oh no, I fell. Is this the wrong way now? Yeah, it looks like the wrong way. This is actually a decent ice cave. The other ice caves are pretty bland, but this one actually has a bit of an interesting design. These guys are kind of tedious to fight. Okay. Just kind of like big walking tanks that you can stun lock. And sometimes they can attack you without even doing an animation, which is kind of weird. See how long these prongs last. Wait a minute, I have four hammers? I didn't know that. Huh. I guess I wasn't looking very closely. Another one of these chests. Every time I see a dead end with a little chest that looks exactly like this at the end of it, I die a little bit inside. This ice cave is still better than most of them. I think I just made a complete circle though, so that's annoying. Okay, let's not fall this time. I think that would be a better plan. Is there anything over here? No? Yeah. This is the kind of place where they should hide stuff. Oh no! Don't die. I think if I rest, he'll heal.
Okay, that's all of them. You can talk to that annoying little doke if you want. I'll be behind you.
I can't go through this door. Does he need to be close to me? That's another thing that makes me sad. When you can't go through a door because of plot reasons. See, the base game didn't do that. Jesus Christ. That was like right in my head. But yeah, the base game doesn't do that kind of thing. It's their design philosophy changed. Like in between the base game and the expansions. No, don't kill me. Hey, leave him alone. overkill. Alright, let's loot. Scuttle. 50. So that lock. It's a 50-point lock for Scuttle. What? Glass bowl. So if I were to take that glass bowl. Yep. Yep. So what do you guys eat here? Quama eggs. Oh, do you get these shipped from Vardenfell? How do you get a hold of these? Castle Karstag throne room. These are very, very wide halls, so you can imagine that the Karstag is a pretty big guy. Certainly not big for the Reeklings.
What are you doing here? The master will not be pleased. And you come with Krish? Evil, evil Krish. Krish is bad, and you are bad for helping him. What is you want? You should leave. This was not our doing. Not even Krish could have done this. He was too busy here. I was too busy here. The master is gone. Gone with the wolves. Big wolves, evil wolves. Wolves that walk like men. Took the master days ago. No time for the fat hawkers. And Dolk did none of this. Yes, the master is gone. He must return soon. The wolves came and took him away. Big wolves, evil wolves. Wolves that walk like men. Left Dolk all alone. But the master will be back soon. The master must come back soon.
Okay. Dolk knows nothing about the dead Horkers. He tells me that his master Karstag appeared days ago after the werewolves appeared at his door. The rest of the giant's minions have been involved in a rebellion at the castle, and could not have caused the deaths of the Horkers. I should report these findings to Windeye. Okay. So this location is in Dragonborn. The roof has collapsed in Dragonborn because, well, the events that happen at the end of this, which I probably just spoiled, sorry. No, come on now, who hasn't beaten this game by this point, or seen someone beat this game? Huntsman bolt. My steel bolts are better. Well, they're about the same. They just have a higher maximum damage. It's very much into symmetry, apparently. Needs to be flanked by 2 chests.
I got nothing more to do with you. Finish your business and get out of here. I got work to do.
Just want to explore a little bit. Karstag's chambers. So is this where he bathes? Just left a dead person in here to rot? Oh god. This water must be filthy. Get me out of here. How does somebody rot when it's this cold, though? Maybe he just picked all the skin off of his bones, all the meat, and then just tossed his skeleton in there. And this is where he sleeps. And this is a little poop stain, I guess. I'm sorry, that's disgusting. Alright, let's get back to Skull Village. Have you learned of the death of the Horkers yet? Or the involvement of the Karstag and his Reekling minions? I feared as much. Even those creatures could not have caused such carnage. This is a bad sign, Naenlorn, and I fear we have not yet seen the worst. Take this. From what I hear of those Grawl, it will be a valuable aid to you. Perhaps it will keep you safe during the troubled times ahead. Now, I fear, we must speak more about the Blood Moon prophecy. Let me take a look at that sword real quick. Storeroom. Ooh, that's not a bad sword. It weighs 70 pounds though. 70 pounds and it's, or 70 weight units and it's one-handed. Weakness to fire, that's good. That would definitely enhance it. Come to think of it, I probably should have added that effect to my fire blast.
The restart is complete.
Let me go put it into my house. Where's my house? There it is. No shelf space. Ah well. I guess you need to squat in a Hlalu house to get shelf space. It's kind of an ironic sword too. And it's made of this icy substance. This icy material, but it does fire damage. It's not as good as True Flame, unfortunately. True Flame just utterly smashes every other weapon except for that mace, that 90. The mace that weighs 90. You know, the one I left back at the fort. Anyway. Ominous signs. There are many. I fear they may relate to the... If there's time we spoke of this, the legend tells of a time that occurs once in each era, when the demon god will walk the land in the company of his hounds, creatures of terrible might. He is the hunter, and his coming is preceded by 3 signs. I had prayed that I had misread the signs, and misunderstood the prophecy, but I am sure it is not so. The first tells of fire from the Eye of Glass. This we have seen on Lake Fjording, though I had hoped it was the mere magic of the Draugr Lord. Next, the prophecy tells us of the Tide of Woe. Even now, our shores are lined with corpses of Horkers, dead for a reason we cannot fathom. Finally, the prophecy tells us of the Blood Moon, when the young moon itself runs red with the blood of the hunter's prey. Look to the skies, Blood Skull. The 3rd sign is upon us. Now we wait for the hunter's game. According to legend, it varies from era to era. Our grandfathers' grandfathers tell of a time when the hunter and his hounds preyed upon entire tribes of men. Taken to the hunting grounds, the men were hunted by the hounds. The ones that died were the lucky, the survivors faced by the hunter himself. In another era, the hunter took only a single man as his prey. It is said if the prey can last through the Blood Moon, the hunter returns his demon realm for another era. We have only to await the hunter's plan. There is little to be done until he lets it be known to us. Certainly it will not be long. I fear for our people, Blood Skull. There is little I can do to protect them in these times. I have only to pray to the Allmaker that he watches over us and keeps us from the hunter's grasp. Okay. Doesn't know what will happen, so I guess we'll just wait and see, I guess.
We keep it dark in here so we can't see the nerves.
What do you mean in here?
What say you, Altmer?
Alright, so next time, we'll see what happens next.
No, don't eat the skin. You don't know where it's been?
I like these little comments they make. Alright, so next time we'll see what here scene will do next. And yeah, I guess I just spoiled that it's here scene, but you know, again, who hasn't been spoiled by this already?